Hi, and welcome to Women's Radio 2, our new station that is incorporating men. And so, how wonderful that we have a very famous gentleman with us, Dr. Elson Haas. And I've actually known Dr. Haas for several decades, and he's been at it much, much longer than that. He is one of the very first integrative medical doctors ever. And he has expanded on that in many books, and now has puts out very amazing information that is an integration not only of things that are taught in medical school, but things that he has learned since leaving medical school, and because he has such a great interest in health per se. And so he's a one of a kind in my book, and I am thrilled and honored to have him. So welcome, Dr. Haas.
Thank you, Pat. Yes, we go back a long ways. I've done a bunch of shows with you over the years, and
True.
I'm busy and love what I share with people because I really see that it helps them make some changes. And I know we're going to talk about my New Year reset because here we are right at the beginning of 2025, and one of the things that really improves people's health is when they make a commitment to themselves and they follow through. Very easy to make commitments and then just forget about it. But I need that too. You can hear my voice is a little congested. Uh, so it's been active over the holidays, and it's time to kind of lighten up a little bit, and that's what I'm guiding people in on New Year's. And we're going to review, my 5 keys to staying healthy: good nutrition, exercise, sleep, managing stress, and creating a healthy attitude. The attitude where you start loving your body as if it's your cherished possession, which it is, and you
It
only got
is.
one of them. So we're going to explore that and create smart goals, which are time-based and specific and realistic in the class I'm doing on January 11th. And that's going to be an hour-and-a-half class. There's a small charge for it with the fee that goes toward all my programs that I have online, including the Cool Climate Detox, which will be already discounted for people to follow a 2 to 3 week program where they're getting rid of their sugar and alcohol and caffeine and chemicals, and they're encouraging lots of veggies. But because it's a colder time of year, we're not going to do fasting. We're going to just really get people doing steamed vegetables, vegetable soup, the right proteins, but really to simplify and lighten everything up.
That's great. So it's a how-to program for people who want to get healthy over the winter.
Yeah, it's really motivating people to look at all the different areas of their life, including the spiritual and emotional and mental and physical levels too. But looking at their relationship, looking at their home, looking at their work, looking at, what can I do? How can I improve this? I do this every year. I'm on my birthday and on New Year's. It's like, what do I want to see happen this new year? What happened last year? How good was I on achieving my goals then? So it's all about really setting your intention.
Right. And there now, I've heard a lot of people talk about the power of intention. And I think that I think more and more people are opening up to the fact that they are spiritual beings inside of a body. But I think it gives you even more incentive to really feel obligated and enrolled into taking care of our bodies. See basically how long can they last, and I've been really blessed with really pretty good health over a long period of time, in spite of all that I have done too.
And we're both seniors, so we're always looking at healthy aging.
Right.
I have a new program I'm just finishing writing up called Staying Healthy as We Age.
Oh,
Looking at
great.
come up, the loss of our senses, imbalance. I just had a fall a couple months ago that I've really never had anything like that before, and I hurt my elbow. So, we got to be more careful all the time.
Got to be careful as we get older. Well, I mentioned that you had written a number of books. Are there any books that you would like to mention specifically because they're going to relate to the course that's going to come up next week?
Well, the latest book, Staying Healthy with New Medicine, NEW, Natural, Eastern, and Western. That's important. Um, and that's where the 5 keys to staying healthy exists. So there's a whole chapter on that program, and that there'll be a handout. We have a beautiful color display of all those things: good nutrition, exercise, and all that. And then my
Uh,
first book, Staying Healthy with the Seasons, which kind of gets people more aligned to seasonal changes and adapting and paying attention where we are in the cycles, and kind of aligning with that, because that's really, to me, a basic thing is connecting more to nature and the wisdom of our great universe.
Well, I was talking with someone about this subject just the other day, but a lot of us were never taught how to listen to our bodies.
Right.
And I know that you do, and I know that I'm not sure you teach it in an overt way, but I'd like maybe for you to recant some of your experiences that really has moved you into the direction of integrating more different kinds of healing methodologies, protocols, whatever you'd like to call them.
Yeah. Well, the simplest thing is just to turn back to natural medicine and just tune into where we are. And I pay attention to the moon cycle and the creativity out of that new moon, where you kind of come together, and you just said, okay, well, what's going to happen this next round? So it's like a year in a sense, but every moon cycle has a activity and then illumination, and then kind of receiving it, coming back, and then coming up with our new goals. So to me, I look at that in our relationships and all that. So it's important to pay attention to the seasons, but even just the daily cycle. I mean, I really encourage people to find a rhythm in their lives, to really pay attention to, when you get up in the morning. Most people don't sleep well. I mean, I have a very busy practice, and sleep is one of the biggest issues. And people aren't sleeping properly. They're not resting well enough, and then they get sick more easily. So, we want to keep our immune system healthy over there. I have with my associate Sandra Barrett, you know her as well. We have a book called Ultimate Immunity. It's another book that can help people kind of get tuned into their immune system and their overall health.
That's great. So what's a takeaway or what's a jewel that's embedded in your program that's coming up next week that people will not want to miss?
Really, to really embrace and pay attention to your whole self, and not just weight loss or whatever it might be, but to look at my new program I've been doing, because I've been doing detox programs, Pat, for 40 years now. This last year I did one called Whole Self Detox, where we had a week with each of the physical detox, which is nutritional based, then the emotional one, and looking at our heart health and all that, the mental, and then spiritual. So we really start to look at all these different areas, and we go deeper and deeper into that. And to me, that was just well received. It was a breakthrough for me in terms of the teaching that I'd been doing for much of my life. So I'm looking at doing that again coming up in May.
It sounds like it. That sounds wonderful. Well, I know that'll be very exciting for people. Uh, like I said, I see more and more people learning that they are so much more than they had thought before, and how valuable their presence is. And when people really know that and they share that with other people, I'm hoping that we can make things happen faster on the planet.
I'm very visual also. So even the slides that I do, I have these beautiful slides, beautiful images, beautiful quotes to kind of get people connected and inspired. And I'll have a really nice PowerPoint coming up for this Saturday as well, for the class. So people can get a lot out of that. And they have a lot of things to take home and do afterwards as well.
Oh, that's really, really good. And that helps the follow-up, the sticking to the program.
And the
Uh,
people, and I'm going to do a free class on March 20, no, on January 25th. If people do the whole the cool climate detox, then I'll
yes.
just class for Q&A and guidance for people. But there's a lot involved in this new program I'm doing.
That's exciting. I'm very, very excited about hearing all the things that you're up to. You always are innovative. You
Yeah, well,
have been an innovator all your career. You, as I understand it, you were the first digestive doctor. Is that how you would say it? I probably am not saying it
what's that?
correctly. You were the first, like, gastroenterologist, so to speak. You were the first one that really focused on digestion.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm a family doctor, so I focus on all the different systems. But now I'm a grandpa of two, so I got to get me, taking care of myself.
Well, I'm so glad that you are out of harm's way again, and I want you to take really good care of yourself. We need you around for sure, and encourage everybody to take this course. I think we all need to learn a little bit more about how to stay healthy, stay happy, stay productive, and contribute in the ways that we can.
Especially as we age, stay connected to the people that we love, the people around us, the people we work with, and really kind of embrace that. That,
Yes.
that the family and the love that we share with each other is really keeps us going.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you for being my guest today.
Amen and a woman.
I like
Okay.
your attitude.
So we meet again. Thank you, everybody, and I hope I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Dr. Haas. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.